As you all know, I really love welding, and that is actually what this job is all about. So right now I'm in a Subaru FRS, Scion 86, whatever you want to call it. They're all the same car, and it's basically a drift missile that you can buy brand new and throw a muffler on it, and you're ready for some fun. So I got contacted by David Kingsbury, and he wants me to build multiple bash bars for this car. These cars get slashed around quite a bit with drifting, with the e-brakes and the downshifts, all that party-ish stuff. And it's also really beneficial to have a bash bar if you're going to be hitting cones, if you're going to be possibly wall tapping. It depends how hard you hit things. And it actually will save the car. It will save the car from extreme damage when you hit a wall or something. And it actually just makes it a little bit more structured for drifting. One huge benefit to a bash bar is you can also jack up from it. So when you're changing a set of tires every hour, you don't have to get on your hands and knees, go all the way to the diff and jack it up to the diff to get both the back wheels off the ground to change them. This way you literally just put the jack like an inch underneath the bumper and you jack up. You don't have to bend over. You just go right into the same spot every time and you're good to go. Jack up, take your wheels off, put new wheels on, and you're good to go. So that is my task. My task is to make 10 bash bars. Not one, not two, 10 bash bars. And I'm gonna make them really special. I'm gonna make them Suicide MX3 exclusive, so they're only gonna be built the way I build them. I'm not charging a lot for them. I'm just doing this to literally have fun and make a little bit of money and get my TIG welding on point in fabrication work for fitting the actual pieces together and everything. So I'm gonna just basically make my own design, show David if he's cool with it, weld that up, finalize it, and then make 9 more. So it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm very excited about this. You can't complain about getting paid to TIG weld, right? You honestly can't. It's just too much fun. I actually have a buddy that let me drift one of these at one point, and it did drift like perfectly. Like honestly, it didn't need much. All we did to it was put suspension on it. He paid me to put suspension on it, and that's honestly how we met. And that same day, he let me go drift it. And it wasn't this exact car, but it was the exact car, if that makes sense. They're very nice cars, and I got an itch, but I'm gonna leave that itch alone. But I'm gonna get right to it, start building these bars, going to the shop right now, and I'm gonna make some sweet bash bars. I've already got the bumper off. Here are the plates I'm going to make to the frame, and they are going to bolt in. There's 2 bolts, and then there's 1 nut on each side. And from what I've heard, this is symmetrical if it's like that. So I'm going to build plates for this right here, and then I'm going to build a bash bar. So if somebody's drifting, they hit a bar instead of their actual body on their car. And then I'm gonna also make it so it goes down to a jack up point. And then you can jack up the car from the back of the car, and you can change your drift wheels very quickly and efficiently. And that is what people want for drifting, is just quick, efficient, fun, right? And if you hit the wall, you're not gonna destroy your brand new car. This is a new car, and it's a beautiful one too. And I honestly have no complaints on the color. I really dig this color. Anyways, I'm gonna get right to it. Here's my first piece. I just cut it. So what I've gotta do is I've gotta fill it with sand. I have literally sandblast sand in here. I'm gonna tape one end, fill from the other, flip it, and then pack it down. And the reason is because I don't have a legitimate tube bender. I have a pipe bender. So I will throw a link up here. I have a video on how and why I do that. It's a cheaper unit, but it'll also bend your tube. So go check that out if you don't understand what I'm saying. But I'm gonna fill this up with sand and then bend this baby. a main hoop done for the bash bar, and I'm very happy with that. I wrote down all the numbers of pumps I did for each angle. I have an angle here, I have an angle here, and I have an angle here. I did 5 pumps here, I did 10 pumps here, and then I did 10 pumps here, 10. Whoops. Then I did 10 pumps 3 times in a row. And it's completely symmetrical, and I can reproduce this. So I'm looking good for this. I'm gonna move on. So I just added a little bit of a flare so it goes with the body line a little better. And I'm digging it, I'm really digging it. Looks pretty good. I'm pumped about that. So I'm just gonna do the initial pieces that are gonna come off the frame now so I can mount this bash bar. So what I was doing there is I was coping out all these, which is called tube notching, and I was cleaning them up, making sure they fit correctly with no gaps, and I've already got these angles figured out, so I'm pretty well good to go. I'm gonna start mocking this baby up. It's looking real nice. I've got good fit, and it's about time to tack these in. little progress update. Look at that. That is like awesome. I'm really getting the hang of this TIG thing. Look at that. Dimes for days, baby. Awesome, this thing is looking crazy. Welds are really turning out. I'm really happy with them. So next thing I'm gonna do is let this cool down. It's very warm. Welds are looking awesome. Sweet. These are the welds on the top. Those ones really look awesome. I love that. Love it. I'm so happy. I love welding. Love it. There we go. See if she fits. Oh my God. Damn, that's looking awesome. It's got a nice jack point. Welds look sweet. And it's also protecting you from hitting the wall and smashing up your car. Because it's connected to the frame rather than taking out your bumper completely and then smashing all this in. This is what's designed to take the beating. This is designed to save the car in most cases. So that's looking sick. It's almost a must need for drifting. So then you can jack up your car real quick. You just jack up right here, bring the back up, and then just take off your wheels and change your wheels over to another set of burners. So that is looking awesome. I've also got another one. So I built 2. I'm building about 10. So we'll see how this goes. This is my original, and I'm having a blast doing this. This is turning out really good. And I'm having fun. Those welds though, looking awesome. So what I've been doing to replicate this whole bash bar system is I've been drawing it out on pieces of paper on the angle. So I was literally rolling the actual metal over top of the paper, tracing out the actual shape of the bar and then cutting it out. So and then I can replicate it later just by wrapping it around the tube later. So if I was gonna do this pipe, I would literally just spin this all the way around, get it meeting up correctly, and then I would marker it all the way around, remove it, and then wherever it's marked, I cut, and then grind until I don't see any marks anymore. And then it's a very close fit. I needed to alter it with a little bit of grinding here and there, but other than that, it is a great way to save time, and I've been doing that, and it saved me hours. down. All right, so that's it for this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.